as you've seen, I've posted this month's affirmation. What I've decided to do is do monthly key affirmations for the month that begin with the letter of the month. This is something I've thought about for a very, very, very long time doing. So now I've finally done it and added it to my clothing collection. You can find that at chocolatediamondboutique.com if you want to go and purchase it. I didn't do a video for last month, which was I Am Justified for January. And this month's is I Am Fearless. So Justified, I chose Justified because, you know, just going through certain things in my life, I kind of question myself sometimes as to whether I should be doing this or should be doing that, or if what I'm doing is right or wrong, or am I being mindful enough, being caring enough, are the feelings that I'm feeling justified, are the things going on in the world justified? And so that's why I chose Justified. And, you know, I'm justified to make my own choices in life. I'm justified to have my own opinions in life, as long as I don't push them on other people, but just speak them in love. And, you know, I'm justified to be a boss. I'm justified to be a queen. I'm justified in my walk, in my talk, in my being. Yeah, that's where Justified came from. But really what I want to touch on is the affirmation of Fearless, why I chose to do Fearless. I've been going through a few things recently and a lot of emotions, and I'm an empath, so I've been feeling a lot of energy, not just from myself but from the greater conscious of the world. And, you know, I've been feeling fear. Not fear about what's going on with the whole pandemic and stuff like that. I dealt with that already, and that didn't bring me any fear. Quite the opposite, it actually brought me quite a lot of peace and a greater connection. But fear in the sense of relationships. So I've had fear in speaking my truth. I've had fear in not saying what I need to say to certain people, maybe friends, family, because I don't want to hurt their feelings. And because of that, I forgot about the work I did with boundaries. And it took a special lady that I follow on Instagram who brought me full circle right back to my boundaries. And I realised that, you know, that fear only set in because I'd forgotten about my boundaries and how important boundaries are, and that I was not being mindful and conscious of when I was crossing my own boundaries that I set for myself. Nobody else knows my boundaries, only I do, and it's for me to put those boundaries in places when I'm having conversations with friends or family, and always make sure that I'm observing and practicing self-care and self-love. Because I'm an empath, because I'm a giving person, I can or have in the past given too much of myself, and I lost a lot of my vital force giving to other people and attracting people that just want to take and not give, just giving of themselves freely. So I started to recognize the patterns happening again, and felt used and felt abused once again, and started to distance myself, which is a usual thing for me. Instead of being fearless and speaking my truth and letting certain people know that's not cool and I'm feeling this type of way and I need to set some boundaries here. I'm still not 100% there. I still have fear in speaking my truth, but this is what I'm working through February. And that's why I chose Fearless. I am fearless I am becoming fearless. I've also just launched my business on the 1st of February, and there was so much fear to even start it again, because I'd started it 4 years ago, 2016, 17. Not put it out in the public, just started the process of building it up. And I had to put it down at one point because of fear. I know I was fearful. I was fearful of success. I was fearful of it being too much. The process that I was using at the time took a lot of energy. And because of my illness, because of my disability, I struggled and I would be in pain a lot. And days I couldn't be creative and do the things that I'd put in place, or me and my husband had put in place in order to run this business. And even with that, I was fearless because I never wanted to do it in that way. But I let my husband talk me into doing it that way so we could make more of a profit. And then it ended up getting put down. We spent a lot of money, and then it's got picked back up, and we're actually doing things the way I actually desired to do them in the first place. God knows the desires of your heart, and when he sees you walking in the direction that he knows full well you don't want, he's going to make you put down tools. And you may think your blessing's gone, but it's not. It's just put down so you can learn the lesson. And when you're ready, he's going to bring it full circle again. And this time you're not going to be fearful. This time you're going to know exactly what to do, because you'll be listening and in tune with him and with yourself, and be able to, see clearly what it is you need to do. And that's where I am at the moment with my business. But I was still fearful to launch it. I worked so hard the last few weeks, staying up till all hours, 3, 4 in the morning. Even when it come to the night before the launch, it wasn't finished, and I had no control over why it wasn't finished. The day of, it wasn't finished. It was just like, why did I put this date? Why did I do that? But I just kept hearing, it's fine, it's fine. By the end of today, you will be fine. And it was perfect. It all worked out fine. And everything got sorted, and I love it. And I'm glad I didn't let that fear stop me. I'm glad I didn't let that fear hold me back. I'm glad I didn't let that fear prevent me from doing what's in my heart and what's been in my heart for so many years. My main reason for doing it is for my community, to show love, to show self-love, to show power, for my children, for my friends' children, for my family's children, for the next generation, for people I don't even know, my neighbours. It's for them. And even if it just blesses people, that's enough for me. And so I put that fear out, put it out the door. And I went ahead and did it. But there are some areas that I still need to work on, my fear and my boundaries. And that's what I'm going to be working on in February. So this is for you guys. February, the month of love. Love yourself, because love is the opposite of fear. Love overcomes fear. It does. So, let's try our best. Look at ourselves. Take some time to be centered, mindful. Go inside. Really pull out where it is we can see fear showing up in our lives. And then see how we can change that. It may be you're fearful to step out of a comfort, whether that could be a job, a relationship. You could be fearful to tell someone your truth. You could be fearful to set boundaries. You could be fearful to start something that you love, that you keep being pulled to, but it just seems so scary. And I want to give you a few tools on how to help with that fear. Daily meditation is awesome. Thinking on your heart's desire. Think, what would my ideal look like? Yeah, what would my ideal scenario look like for this vision, or this fear that I have? and sit there and see it and meditate on it. And then write some affirmations. 21 days is the number to be doing things for things to change. So February is 28 days. So if you do it for the whole of 28 days, you're getting somewhere. So do that affirmation morning and night. You can stand in the mirror and say it. I am fearless. I am fearless. Say about 3 affirmations that pertain to whatever it is you're trying to break. Also, you can write your vision down. Whatever it is you desire, write it down as a story, as if it is true. This is my life. Write the vision and make it plain. See the vision. Speak the vision. Meditate on it day and night. And then whenever you think about it, especially at the beginning, I don't know if any of you have heard about EFT, but when you think about whatever's causing you fear and you feel that fear, do some EFT. I'm just going to give you some basic ones right now, but you can go on YouTube, you can go on the internet, and you can look up what to do. You feel the fear, tap in the middle of your head. Tap above your eyes, at the sides, underneath, under your nose, under your chin, at your collarbone. This is a good one. When you're out in public and you feel fear, just do that. People ain't gonna know what you're doing. You can also squeeze, just do that. And it's on these parts of your hands. You could just squeeze. Because sometimes we are in public and people don't know what we're doing and we don't want to be, what are they doing? Got an itch or something? Got a wig on? So yeah, if you're in public or with people and you don't want them to know what you're doing, just squeeze on those bits. Other areas, you can do the full chest. You can do the back of the neck. Underneath your ribs. It's harder for women that have got boobies, but underneath your boob on your rib cage and underneath your arm. And just repeat it and say the words, I am okay. I am okay. All is well. 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 I'm okay. All is well. I'm okay. All is well. And just keep doing it, and trust me, you will feel that these are your meridians and they will release that fear from you. And each time you do it, the fear will go down bit by bit. So yeah, you can try EFT. There are some other tools you can use. Like I said, the meditation, affirmations, writing down your story, and see how it goes for you. Let's come out of this fear, because you know the world is trying to throw fear left, right and centre. Me, I don't watch the news and I don't gravitate to negativity and what's going on out there. I just stay within my peace. I know what's going on, but I'm not fearful. I'm not fearful of it at all. And we need to do that with all areas of our lives. And because of what's going on out there, and you may be fearful of what's going on out there, you don't want fear from other places. You really don't, because all that fear will build up, and I don't know if you know, but it can release negative toxins in your body every time you feel fear. Toxins will come because it's stress. Stress releases toxic chemicals in your body and causes dis-ease within. So let's be mindful, let's meditate, and let's have an awesome, awesome, fearless February. Thanks for joining me. Take care.